Limon, Rudy N. Block E. Criminology 3 ng St. Joseph College of Olongapo. Guide in questioning the victim. The guide in questioning the victim during the interview or investigation of a suspect occurrence of the child abuse incident are. Ito po yung mga yan. Number 1. Preliminary interview. During the conduct of preliminary interview, the following question must be given emphasis purposely to determine the level of cognition of the child victim of abuse. Bale, ang sabi po dito sa preliminary interview, kapag nagsasagawa daw po ng preliminary interview or investigation, ang mga sumusunod na question ay dapat bigyan diin daw po upang matukoy ang antas ng kaalaman ng bata or biktima ng pang-aabuso. Ito po yun. Question, ilang taon ka na? And 4 po. The children show his or her finger. Ilan to? Pakibilang. The investigator show his or her finger. Sa 2, 3. Tatlo po. The ability to recite or memorize does not mean they understand what they saying. The preceding question must be used with caution when interviewing children. Ang kakayahan daw po na bigkasin o kabisaduhin ay hindi nangangahulugan na naiintindihan nila kung ano ang sinasabi nila. Ang mga sumusunod na katanungan daw po ay dapat gamitin ng may pag-iingat kapag ini-interview daw po yung bata. Number 2. Word with adult meaning. The investigator must also avoid using adult words such as rape because the child may have completely different misunderstanding of what it means. For example, rape to a child might mean one person being tough on another. Bali dito po, dapat daw po sa word with adult meaning is iwasan daw po gamitan ng investigator yung bata ng mga adult meaning word such like yung rape kasi daw po baka maguluhan yung bata o hindi niya maintindihan kung anong ibig sabihin nung rape or ma-misunderstanding niya yung ibig sabihin ng rape. Ito po yung question. Ano nangyari? Na-rape po ako. Paano? Anong ginawa sa'yo? Nakahiga ako at pumatong siya sa akin. Anong suot niya? T-shirt at shirt po. Tinanggal niya ba? Hindi po. Ikaw, nagubad ka ba? Hindi po. Anong nangyari? Wala po. Number 3. Use of preposition. Approximately 4 years of as children may understand and use preposition such as on top, front at back, and put inside or take out. However, they mix up meaning. For example, the children says, doon nakalagay sa likod mo, while he or she is pointing to place in the front of the investigator. Number 4. Avoid pronouns. When you asking question, the investigator must clearly identify the person they are discussing by using that person name rather than using pronouns such as her or she or siya. Children get confused with the long sentence involving more than one person. The children thus understand who the word siya refers. Bale dito po, yung investigador daw po is clearly i-identify daw po kung sino yung pinag-uusapan na tao. Kasi pag gumamit daw po ng yung investigador ng mga ng pronouns na such as her or she or siya is baka ma-confused o malito yung bata sa ibig sabihin ng kung sino yung tinutukoy niya doon. Ito po yung question. Like, noong pumunta kayo sa simbahan, si mommy at si daddy ang kasama mo. Nagalit ba siya? Answer. Hindi siya nagalit. Si mommy ang nagalit. Bale, nalito na yun po yung bata kasi nalito siya dun sa salita na siya na hindi niya alam kung sino yun. Number 5. Observe chronology. Young children cannot arrange sequentially with clearly beginning, middle, and end. Bali dito po, basically, yung bata daw po ay hindi nila kaya mag-ayos ng kwento ng sunod-sunod na may malinaw na simula, gitna, at wakas. Number 6. Avoid making comparison. Children have difficulty with comparison without the person or thing present front of the young child. He or she will not able to answer the question comparing from, for example, children younger than 5 years old cannot compare characteristic of one person with another, even both people are familiar to the children. Bale, dito po sa number 6, ang bata daw po ay mahihirapan sa paghahambing kung wala ang tao o bagay na nasa harap niya. Hindi daw po makakasagot ang tanong na naghahambing sa kanila. Ang bata daw po ay na wala pang 5 taong gulang ay hindi maaaring ihambing ng ang mga katangian ng isang tao sa iba kahit na kung ang pareho o pamilyar doon sa bata. Like, ganito dapat po. Yung correct is mas matangkad pa siya kay daddy o mas maliit. Better na itanong mo is, malaki ba siya o maliit? Anong itsura niya? Number 7. Recognizing picture. The children less than 10 years of age have difficult time recognizing people they do not know. Children find it easier to identify a person presented on a police lineup rather than a group of photograph. Bale dito po sa number 7, ang sabi po, yung mga bata daw po ay nahihirapan daw po makakilala ng mga taong di nila kilala. Bale, mas nadadalaan silang makilala kapag ipinakita sa kanila yung mga line-up na yun kaysa daw po sa mga picture lang or mga litrato lamang po. Number 8. Interrupting actions of others. Children younger than 7 years old look at the world as if everything revolves around them. They think they are the cause and effect of event and assume that other people knows that they are thinking and saw what they did. Bali dito po sa number 8, mga bata daw po na wala pang 7 taong gulang ay nakikita nila o nararamdaman nila na parang lahat daw po ay umiikot sa kanila, na iniisip raw po nila na sila yung sanhi o at bunga ng mga nangyayari. Tapos, alam, may alam ng ibang tao kung ano yung kanilang iniisip, nakikita, at ano yung kanilang nagawa. Number 9, literal meaning of words. Young children below 7 years old may have very limited understanding of words. Consequentially, they are very literal and unavailable to generalize. Dito po, ang mga bata daw po na wala pang 7 taong gulang ay maaaring may pagkaka may limitado pang pag-uunawa sa mga salita o napaka-literal nilang mag-isip ng salita at wala pang kakayahan sila na mag-generalize. Like ito po, yung question. Tinanggal ba ang damit mo? Hindi po. Ibig sabihin mo, ibig sabihin may suot ka noon. Wala po. Tinanggal niya ang short at t-shirt ko. At this statement, children are unable to generalize damit or dress to them is not the same as short or t-shirt. Recall of the time. The time of alleged crime is very important for the investigation and prosecution. Unfortunately, children younger than 9 years of age may not able to give the exact time and date of the incident. Children's sense of time is ruled by the routine of their daily life, such as before breakfast, arriving home from school, while watching TV shows, and etc. Therefore, children who do not have a grasp of time also have hard time answering questions like how many times it happened, even they know how to count. Bali dito po sa number 10 na to, yung recall of time. Ang oras daw po ng nasabing krimen ay mahalaga para daw po sa investigation and prosecution. Ngunit ang batang wala pang 9 taong gulang daw po ay maaaring hindi makapagsabi o makapagbigay ng saktong oras o petsa ng insidente. Maaari lang daw po na malaman sa kanilang children's sense or time of time and o pang-araw-araw na routine nila, like yung before breakfast, yun nga po, arriving school, while watching TV shows, ganyan. Tapos ang mga bata daw po na um, wala silang hawak na oras is nahihirapan din silang sumagot sa mga tanong tulad ng ilang beses nangyari ito, kahit alam nila na bumilang is nahihirapan din po sila. Number 11, avoid suggestibility. Suggestibility is the likelihood that the child will not remember what happened to him or her accurately and instead tell a story that was influenced by another people. Bali dito po sa number 11, um, ang pagsasuggest daw po or pagmumungkahi ay may posibilidad daw po na hindi maalala ng bata ang nangyari sa kanya. Sa halip daw po na magkwento raw, impluwensya na lang yung bata na magkwento ng ibang by other people po. Tapos, ito po yung example niya. Um, kung hindi mo maintindihan ang tanong, sabihin mo kaagad sa akin. Okay lang yan. Make feel compelled to give answer. And kung hindi mo alam ang sagot, okay lang na sabihin mo hindi ko po alam. Crime scene investigation. The purpose of crime scene investigation is to help to reconstruct the event of the crime and identify the individuals responsible through carefully recording and collection of evidence found in the crime scene. Bale, dyan sa unan na yan, layunin daw po ng crime scene investigation na tumulong na muling mabuo ang mga pangyayari sa krimen at tukuyin kung sino ang may responsibilidad o gumawa nito sa pamamagitan ng recording and collecting evidence na makikita sa crime scene. The police and the law enforcement officer who secure and investigate the crime scene and essential in determining whether the physical evidence will be used to investigating, detecting, and the prosecuting of occur of the child abuse. There is usually one opportunity to preserve and recover physical clues at the crime scene. Consequently, it is imperative that investigator must fully understand their responsibility and how and follow an objective, true, and truthful approach. Ang mga daw po ng mga police and law enforcement officer na nagsisecure at nag-iimbestiga sa pinangyarihan ng krimen ay mahalaga daw po ang paghahanap ng mga physical evidence na magagamit sa paglutas ng kaso na sa pang-aabuso sa bata na isang pagkakataon na mape-preserve daw po at ma-recover ang mga physical clues na sa pinangyarihan ng krimen ng dahilan nito na dapat lubos maunawaan daw po ng mga investigator na ang mga kailangan ng kanilang layunin, true and truthful of approach. It is the medical examination of the victim. It is the purpose and the meaning of the medical findings. Therefore, it is the objective of medical examination of the victim is to understand the important to be aware of many ways of abusing children without resulting in medical findings, and therefore proceeding with the investigation and filing of a cases on basis of a child's sworn statement. He intimidate immediate responsibility of the investigator is to ensure the child victims receive immediate medical attention when required. The children must examined by the medical legal officer once if the following conditions are present. Bale, dito po, layunin at ibig sabihin daw po ng medical findings ay medical na pagsusuri sa biktima upang maunawaan na mahalaga na magkaroon ng kamalayan sa marami pang pang-aabuso sa mga bata nang hindi nagreresulta sa mga medical findings at patuloy sa pagsisiyasat at paghahain ng sworn statement ng bata or or pa, sinumpaang salaysay ng bata. Ang agarang responsibilidad ng investigador ay tiyakin na ang batang biktima ay makakatanggap ng agarang medical attention kapag kinakailangan. Ang mga bata ay dapat daw pong suriin ng medical legal officer isang beses kung ang mga sumusunod daw po is sumusunod na ay nandoon tulad nito, yung history of sexual assault within preceding 72 hours. Yan po. And history of genital and anal bleeding. Yan po yung mga pagturugo sa mga masiselang bahagi ng katawan ng biktima. Tapos, symptomatic sexual transmitted. Yan po. During the examination, the medical legal officer will also collect the trace evidence which may contain the suspect DNA, establish the connection between the suspect and the victim. The DNA found in the following. Bale, dito po, during daw po ng examination ng medical legal officer, ko-collect daw po yung mga traces na mga traces or mga physical evidence na nagko-contain ng DNA ng suspect para ma-establish daw po kung ano daw po yung connection ng suspect doon sa victim. Tapos, yung mga DNA daw po ay makikita sa dugo, sa sweat or pawis, sa saliva, and sa hair, and sa semen, and sa skin. Yan po.